Hi, welcome to my next video on Azure fundamentals. Today we are going to see section virtual machines, that is a continuation of yesterday's session. We are going to see 20 questions with the answers and explanation within 20 minutes time frame. If you have not seen my educational video on virtual machines and virtual machine scale set, I have provided a link in the description. Please go through that before getting it into this question answer session, and that will helpful for you for your preparation. First question, virtual machines are, is it PaaS or IaaS or SaaS? The right answer for this question is IaaS, that is IaaS. PMs are nothing but hardware resources and are perfect examples for as IaaS. Next question, true or false? Virtual machine scale sets are an Azure compute resource that you can use to deploy and manage a set of identical VMs. Is it true or false? The right answer for this question is true. Let's see the reason. VM scale sets are identical VMs used to achieve scalability as well as high availability features in the cloud. They can be deployed in the same configuration, size, and other stuff like the original VMs as many number of times based upon the requirement. And so the right answer for this question is true. Next question, true or false? You can customize all the software running on a virtual machine. Is it true or false? The right answer for this question is true. Let's see the reason. While using a VM, you can customize an application in line with the requirements. Since the OS can be fully controlled by the VMs, an application can be fully customizable. And so true is the right answer. Next come, VMs are an ideal choice when you need option A, total control over the operating system, option B, ability to run the custom software, option C, to use custom hosting configuration. Which among these A, B, and C is the right answer? The right answer for this question is all the above. Let's see the reason. Using VM, you can host a custom built software application with the required configuration. You can have total control over the guest OS associated with the VMs. And so the right answer for the question is all the above. Next question, true or false? Scale sets allow you to centrally manage, configure, and update large number of VMs in minutes to provide highly available application. The right answer for this question is true. Let's see the reason. The using scale set, you can centrally manage, configure, and update large number of VM having or same VM configuration. And so the right answer for this question is option A. Next question, user can have up to dash many number of VMs in VM scale set. Is it 10 or 100 or 1000 or 5000? The right answer for this question is 100. Let's see the reason. Scale set support up to 1000 VM instances for standard marketplace images and custom images of 600 VMs, 600 VMs uh, uh, in the custom made images. So here there is no mention about whether it is a custom build or a marketplace images. I would suggest to opt for option C for this question, and because it's very near to the answer, like 1000 VM instances for for marketplace images, and so please go with option C instead of B. Next question, true or false? VMs provide an abstraction layer for CPU, memory, and storage. Is it true or false? The right answer for the question is true. Let's see the reason. The abstraction layer uses a special software called hypervisor, using which you can leverage the benefits of CPU, memory, and storage of the host computer. And so the right answer for this question is true. Next question, true or false? VMs can run over only one operating system. Is it true or false? The right answer for this question is true. All the VMs who may have different OS run over a host machine which will have only one operating system, and so the right answer is true. Next question, true or false? VMs will take time to start up because it rely on underlying abstracted layer. Is it true or false? The right answer for this question is true. Let's see the reason. To bring up the VM, the host OS need to be up and running, and so it will take its own time to boot up, and so VMs will take time to start up its own guest OS to bring up, and so the right answer for this question is true. Next question, Azure Virtual Desktop operating system is Mac, Windows, Linux, or Android? The right answer for this question is Windows. Let's see the reason. The OS is a Windows and the supported versions include the following: Windows 10 multi-screen, Windows 10 single session, Windows 7 single session, and so forth. So Microsoft have chosen Windows as a operating system that will be used for Azure Virtual Desktop, and so option B is the right answer. Next question, Azure Virtual Desktop is accessible using Mac, Windows, Linux, or Android. The right answer for this question is all the above. You can access Azure Virtual Desktop resources from Android device without downloadable client, and the rest of the stuffs are also, or the operating system also used to access Azure Virtual Desktop, and so all the above is the right answer. Next question, true or false? Using Azure Virtual Desktop, the risk of confidential data being left on a personal device is reduced. Is it true or false? The right answer for this question is true. Let's see the reason. Usually, Azure Virtual Desktop is connected by a user using remote login. Once logged in, a user cannot transfer any content from Azure Virtual Desktop to his regular desktop environment and vice versa. And so the security will be preserved and you can have your confidential data in Azure Virtual Desktop that cannot be transferred outside the virtual environment. And so the right answer for this question is true. Next question, which Azure compute resources can be deployed to manage a set of identical virtual machine? Is it virtual machine scale set, virtual machine availability set, or virtual machine availability zones? The right answer for this question is virtual machine scale set, that is used to deploy identical VMs across based upon the demand to achieve scalability and high availability. So the right answer for this question is option A, that is virtual machine scale set. Let's see the next question. Azure Virtual Networks are IaaS, PaaS, or software as a service? The right answer for this question is IaaS. Azure Virtual Networks are hardware metallic services offered to users, and so they are perfect example for IaaS. Next question, true or false? Virtual machine scale set can rapidly set and can create number of hundreds of identical VMs from a central configuration. Is it true or false? The right answer for this question is true. Let's see the reason. Using VM scale set, you can create as many number of VMs of same type based upon demand to achieve scalability and high availability from a initial centrally configured VMs. And so the right answer for this question is true. Next question, your Azure environment contains multiple Azure virtual machines. You need to ensure that virtual machine named VM1 is accessible from the internet over HTTP. The solution is provided as you modify an Azure Traffic Manager profile. Does this meet the goal? Is it true or false? The right answer for this question is false. Let's see the reason. To ensure that virtual machines named VM1 is accessible from the internet over HTTP, you need to modify a network security group or Azure firewall. In this question, we need to add a rule to the network security group or the Azure firewall to allow to connect. And so the right answer for this question is false. Next question is slightly reworded over the previous question. Again, I am reading it. Azure environment contains multiple Azure virtual machines. You need to ensure that virtual machine named VM1 is accessible from the internet over HTTP. Solution: you modify an Azure firewall. Does it meet the goal? Yes, it is true. Let's see once again the reason. Azure Firewall is a managed cloud-based network security service that protects your Azure virtual network resources. It is fully stateful firewall as a service with built-in high availability and unrestricted cloud security. We need to add a rule to the network security group or Azure firewall to the allow the internet to connect to a VM. And so the right answer for this question is true. Next question, if you are running a virtual machine in a public cloud using IaaS, which model correctly reflects how that resource is managed? Is it cloud user model or shared responsibility model or user management model? The right answer for this question is shared responsibility model. Let's see the reason. It's a shared responsibility model, that is a type of IaaS, which you will get it require hardware configuration and a basic software to host the VMs. Other things like security, setting up routing rules are the responsibility of the customer. And so the right answer for this question is shared responsibility model. Next question, true or false? User can create custom virtual machine image as well as downloaded a pre-configured image from the marketplace. The right answer for this question is true. You can have maximum of 600 custom images and 1,000 marketplace images created in a region. That's the right answer for this question. Next question, true or false? In a server, you can create n number of virtual machine. Is it true or false? The right answer for this question is true. You can have more than a VM created in a server machine using hypervisor. For example, Hyper-V has a hard limit of 1024 running virtual machines on a single server. So if it is more than one, so the right answer for this question is true. With that, I end up today's session. Thank you very much, and I hope this video is helpful for you, your interview preparation as well as exam preparation. If you like this video, go ahead and subscribe. And if you have any comment, don't forget to post it them. And this is not the end of our session. We are going to continue our discussion on the same topic in my next video also. Till then, stay tuned, stay safe, and bye now.